Hey, hello. I'm live. So happy to be here. Here is my weekend live, and how are you guys doing? Um, awesome. Okay, so firstly, this is due Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year lasts for at least minimum, okay, for 2 weeks. You know that, 2 weeks, and it was like really intense. You gotta see everybody, family, friends gathering, hang out at their homes, and it was really like you have to go. Like there's a list. Okay, today I'm gonna visit who. So it was. It's a very very busy Chinese New Year for our family, anyways. So how are you guys? Did you guys see any celebrations where you guys are from Chinese New Year? Because Hong Kong, most of it Hong Kong. I went to China one time, but it was completely different. Oh, so uh, I'll just just talk a little bit for about 5 minutes, and then if anybody wants to join, they're more than welcome to join me. And I have my coffee here ready. Cheers. And firstly, I would like to say, Kung Hei Fat Choi, Kung Hei Fat Choi. And you guys are all out there. This is the year of the pig. And hope every wishes come true. And hope you guys have a very happy family, very good health, and very prosperous. And make easy money, guys. Okay? So your bank will be just filled up with money just really easily. Okay, this is all my wishes to you guys, and hope you all the best for the year of the pig. And when we say Kung Hei Fa Choi, we would have all these slices. So these are red packets. Here it is. So there are all different type of shapes and sizes. So this is like a lychee from the banks. So that you go there, you do your banking. They give you these lychees, so you put money in them and hang them out. And these ones, this is from another bank. So you just hang these out. So there's a many styles, different styles you can get. And this is from this has a family name on this. So the family name would be Lee. This is a Lee. So from Mr. Lee, they like give you red packets, lucky money. So here it is. Isn't that cool, guys? So this usually will pass out lucky money to families. So usually for the adults, we don't give to adults. Usually we'll just give the lychee, the lucky money, to the kids. So whoever has the most kids will benefit, will win, will be the winner. So I think the most one family, they had 5 kids, so we had to hand out like 5 red packets to every kid, but we only have 2, so they would hand us 2. So they are clearly the winner. So if they actually go to visit as much people as possible, they'll be the winner, right? That's fun. Okay, so let's talk about the Chinese New Year, and it's my title is Debunked, and there are many things, superstition and traditions and things you do and don't. For example, during the Chinese New Year, you usually wear red. Okay, so this is just a very basic requirement or a respect. So everybody would wear red for the Chinese New Year, and let's start up like let's like do a timeline. Okay, so for the Chinese New Year, before like the Chinese New Year, so there will be kind of a countdown. Okay, so before the count, hi guys, whoever's joining me, leave me a comment or something. I'd love to hear from you guys. And for I have some new subscribers that came to my channel, and I really appreciate it. And thank you for coming aboard to my little channel. And we are just like family here, and You guys are really awesome. I had my ups and downs, and the downs are kind of high. And plus, Year of the Pig isn't really my lucky year from all this, the zodiac thing and the Chinese thing, So later on, we have to, like, my family says you better go to the temple or something, do a wishes, and burn some incense or stuff. That's superstition, but they tell me, "Oh, you better go. It's not your year because of what year I was born and stuff like that. So it's like a conflict from the Year of the Pig. So I got to do that later. So anyway, let's go back. So let's count down. So the end of the Year of the Dog on the 28th, what would happen is they call it year. Literally, it's just a translation. Okay, they will say year 28. So year date. The date is 28, and the 28th of the last year, you would have to wash all the dirt. So everything you have to wash. And the weird thing is, they wash their cars, they spring clean their homes, they sweep everything, clean the glasses, everything like that. And that's the year they call year 28. And cut your hair, look nice, and all that. And you have to buy. Traditionally, you go buy new clothes, new shoes, new everything, and so it'll be just sparkling clean. And the thing is, when you go out for a haircut, and it's pretty standard at that time when you get your haircut, it'll be double price, and you gotta accept it's gonna be double price. And you would say, "What? What the hell?" Yes, in China, if you get your haircut like nearly at the end of the year, they will charge you double price. When you go to wash your car, they will charge you triple the price. So everything you go, it'll be just like at least double or triple the prices. And that's the tradition too. And you must accept that, And usually you'll be you're buying all the foods, all the Chinese snacks, candies, and all that, and those won't be double price, but you got to prepare something when people come visiting. You can't just sit there and like, oh yeah, have a seat, have a beer or something. There's a traditional Chinese candies, traditional Chinese cookies, and so it's like a standard thing, and in a little red box, and then the number one thing you must get is the watermelon seeds. So what they do is it's the red watermelon seeds are really popular. Everybody has that at their home during Chinese New Year, and those they would just fry them, roast them, and they'll be smelling really good. And people would just eat the watermelon seeds during the whole entire New Year. But it's kind of addictive, I eat like 20 to 30 of those seeds non-stop because there's nothing to do. So you just sit there and start eating, and then you get a bad like heartburn because you eat too much. So this last year, I was so sick that I saw the doctor. I was feeling really bad because I ate so much watermelon seeds. So this year I just had a handful, and I try to control myself, so everything is good. I'm healthy. Yeah. And another thing, so there's the 28th, and then everybody's cleaning. Okay, let's go back to the cleaning time. So you'll be paying like double, triple for everything. And then after that, and then buying the new clothes. And then after that, it's New Year's Eve. So New Year's Eve, everybody would have family dinner. So you would have family dinner with your parents, everybody. So the streets usually is going to be starting to be really quiet. The restaurants, like for the couples, young couples dating and stuff, it'll be a lot quiet because all of the kids and everybody is supposed to have a family dinner. It's like in the States, Canada, or in the West, they would have their Thanksgiving dinner. So this is like the Thanksgiving dinner. So usually the restaurants won't have too much of a business. The streets are starting to be kind of slowed down. So during the dinner time, it's going to be really quiet for the Chinese New Year. So everybody gathers with the family, and it's a really good, very good atmosphere. Like, you know what I mean? It's a heartwarming time, and it's awesome. Okay, so after the Chinese New Year, the Chinese like New Year's Eve, and then it'll roll on to the first day of Chinese New Year. And the first day of Chinese New Year, everybody goes to visit. So the first day of the Chinese New Year, everybody goes to the father's side. So like if me, my wife, and stuff like that, they will all go to my dad's side. So if my dad's not here, they'll go to my place. My brothers, sisters, or the family will gather to my place with my mother, and everybody would be at my place for the whole day, basically. So we'll be eating watermelon seeds every day, and you would eat these the turnip cake. You know, you made. If you go to my channel, you would see the turnip cakes, and they will make the sweet cake too, also. And these are the two standard items usually to have, or sometimes you would have some just fried plain noodles with some soy sauce, and these are the main foods you would eat during this time. So they would come to the men's side, and everybody would come to my side, or the men's side, the father's side, to celebrate the Chinese New Year. And the second day, so this first day is gone. We'll be eating all that turnip cake, eating watermelon seeds and all that. The second day, we would go to the wife's family, the mother, you know, that wife's father's side. So the second day, we would go to the mother's side and visit them. So it'll be like a big shuffle game. Everybody prepares to go over to the other side on the second day of the Chinese New Year. And we'll be eating watermelon seeds, blah, 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 blah. And especially for the guys, we have to have an extra smile to the wife's parents, you know, yeah, 恭喜發財 and stuff like that. And in some cases, they would sit down on the chair, and I mean, it's really traditional. They don't do it too much, but like even for me on the father's side, you would kneel down in front of them and say Happy New Year and stuff like that, and you get the lychee. So that's the traditional. But nowadays we just stand and just say good things to the parents, and they give you the lychee, stuff like that. And this is that's a must nowadays. Even Chinese people overseas, living in the West, living wherever in the world, this is the tradition. And during Chinese New Year, hello guys that are joining me. How are you doing? 恭喜發財. The tradition is, especially like on the second day or any time during this Chinese New Year period, we would see each other. We would say, "Oh, good health to you, good fortune to you, have a great year." We would say like really pleasant things to anybody. You'll pass on the street, you'll suddenly be really friendly, just say 恭喜發財, 恭喜發財, and they would just say it back to you. It's just everybody has this mood, and it's really unlikely that you'll be just like stone face or say something bad, because during this Chinese New Year, something you really don't want to do is to cuss at somebody or say, you know, bad luck things or whatever. You really get kicked out of your house, you get beaten up, or if you wear during the Chinese New Year, if you wear a black shirt, black pants, or something like that, you're gonna get it. you're gonna get it from your family. Everybody said, "What the hell are you doing? It's Chinese New Year. Are you going to a funeral or something like that?" And everybody will start hating you. So these are the things. Even you're born in the States, born in the West, wherever, never ever wear black, you know, during Chinese New Year period, because even if you're a fashion guy or something like that, no, this is a big no. Don't wear black. So every time it's red, you wear, yeah, Happy New Year, stuff like that. Uh, because this kind of tradition has been around for like thousands of years, and everybody respects the tradition. Even me, I go along with it. I'm Catholic. I still go to the temple and do the incense thing, and bless the family, because they all go, and we all go, and we do the same thing. So now we are on the second day of Chinese New Year. So we are the mother side. And the third day, we'll start visiting the brothers and sisters, the siblings' home. So we will hang out to the sister side, or older sister, younger sister, brother side. And it's starting to be a little bit casual. So usually the third day, we just hang out and eat tuna cake again, eat these sweet desserts, watermelon seeds. And actually, we are from the south of the southern China, so we'll usually eat the tuna cakes and stuff like that. But in the northern China, it's very different. They would gather home with the family members, and they would eat tangyuan. It's like the little mochi with they have it with sesame paste, the black one. They would have peanut butter inside, and these are called tangyuan. And it usually is from the northern China, but some still have in the southern China too, and they eat that a lot. That's a traditional thing. And they would also eat. They'll make gyoza, the pot stickers, and they would gather. The family would gather, and this is more likely a northern China tradition. So they would gather along the family, and they'll make the gyoza all day. So the family just gather and make and frying it, and do these kind of things for the whole day. But for our family, anyways, we would just eat tuna cake, melon seeds, and the sweet things. And today I think it's the 5th or 6th day of the Chinese New Year. There's people still eating it. So we are on the third day visiting the siblings and stuff like that, and all the people. And then usually on the third day, on the fourth day, so if you guys, because usually the public schools here, they would have a holiday, and they would usually get 2.5 weeks off, at least 2.5 weeks off. So on the once they've visit the father side, the mother side, and the third day is the siblings. And on the fourth day, usually they'll hop on the plane. So they would leave until before school starts. So this is the fourth day of Chinese New Year. People would really go out to travel. They would go to Japan. Hong Kong is really convenient to travel in China. It's convenient because you can just go to Singapore. It's like a 3.5 hour flight. Go to Thailand, like 3 hour flight. You go to Manila, it's like 2 hours flight. Go to Japan, Tokyo is like 3.5 hours. Go to Taiwan, it's like 1 hour's flight to Taipei. It's really close. And of course, people would go to mainland China, but usually Hong Kong people, they would go to China, but there's so much of there's so many people like traveling in China, because in China it's like an immigrant city, so everybody travels. There are millions of people that travel, millions of people traveling. So people would kind of avoid going to China in a way. They love China, but they don't want to get into the rush with all the migrant workers. So usually on the fourth day of Chinese New Year, they would go, to Southeast Asia or Japan or Korea. So Hong Kong is convenient, located to all these places. And lots of people like skiing, and they would usually go to Korea to ski, and go to Japan. But people usually the average family would usually go to, if they really want to ski, they would go to Korea, because Korea is a lot cheaper. But when you go to Japan, usually they go to Sapporo, Hokkaido to ski, and it's really, really expensive for accommodation. And I did a video before. They charge per head. So you have a family of 4. It doesn't matter what room or whatever. You just say, "Oh, I have a family of 4." So they arrange. Oh, you must have two rooms. So you must get 2 rooms. And people from Hong Kong usually they'll rent an apartment. So the apartment, I've seen some apartments go for from 1,000 US to 10,000 US a day for apartment. So it's really, really expensive, And the hotels are, during that time, Chinese New Year, everybody's going there. It's going to be expensive too, at least $600 to $700 US for a room. There isn't any cheap place to stay, but if people go to Korea, they will save a lot more. It's like a lot more than half price. And another thing is, hello guys, how are you doing? Happy New Year. And a lot of guys like to leave after that. You know why? Actually, I'm really debunking this thing because they don't have to give out the license anymore, the red packets. So once they are traveling, they don't need to give out any license. So if you stay here, you go downstairs, you see the guard, and usually they'll go and you gotta give them something like a license or something. So you'll be using a lot of license anywhere you're going. Like if you go to restaurants, these waitress or something like that, and you would just hand out cash like that. So when on the 4th day, usually people would just hop on a plane and go. And so when school start to come back, they don't hand out the license anymore. So they save a lot for the license. And let's go for the amounts of what's going on the license is usually is let me see, $1, around $2.50 US for one license. Okay, this is almost a standard price. That's $20 Hong Kong, and it's a standard price. If families and relatives, people really well, you would put in like $15 US for a license. So usually people would identify these licenses from the sizes or the patterns. So I would say, oh, okay, this one is like a $15 license, and this smaller one I'm going to put in like $1.50 or something like that. So usually you can identify how much money. And before remember the 28th and the New Year's Eve, families would gather to get the license prepared. And even before the Chinese New Year, like a couple of weeks before the New Year's Eve, the banks will be busted. Like everybody would go to the bank. The tradition is when you have a license, the money must be brand new, not folded at all. So let's take a look here. This is from a friend, a license. Let's open her up and take a look. Is it a brand new note? Because everything must be new, right? New clothes, new everything. Okay, so this is from a Lee family that gave a license to me. So here is the license I just opened for you guys. So this is a brand new, see, unfolded $100 bill. So that's around $15 US. See the China flag and the Hong Kong flag, guys. And it's from the Hong Kong and Shanghai Bank. It's the HSBC Bank in Hong Kong. So brand spanking new. You get all these brand. Let's open a small one. Let's see. So usually here's a small license. Let's unbox a license. So usually a small one, they must fold the bills, but let's open it. So this is a brand new folded, like, see, it's a brand new. money. It's a brand new $20 bill. See, untouched, and it's from HSBC Bank. And this, at that time when they built this building, the HSBC, is one of the most expensive buildings in the world to build. So before a week or a couple of weeks before, everybody would get these brand new notes. So during Chinese New Year, I think it's a good time for the banks to recover all the old notes, and they just swap all the new notes to circulation. And I think all the new notes come from the Chinese New Year. Okay, guys, is that an interesting fact, guys? Give me a like. Do you guys know that? I hope this is interesting. I'm not boring you guys. Okay. Sorry, guys. Here. Happy New Year. Now, I'm just going to read some messages, okay? Some for all. What if you are poor? If you are poor, you still have to, I mean, really poor. If you're really poor, you put in some lychee, but it'll be a lower denomination, maybe 20 cents or something like that, I think. So I'm just going to read some of your messages because I just wanted to. So we are on the 4th day, okay? Happy New Year, Spikester, Andrew, Mr. Andrew Flat, hi. Lawrence Post, 恭喜发财 to you. Hope you're good health. Jesse, hey, you're awesome. Winston, I love your alias. Jesus. Oh, thank you. Hey, Sunny Man. Sunny Man is an awesome guy. He's a great supporter of the Patreon, my new Patreon account, supporting my work. We've been messaging privately, and he's an awesome guy. 恭喜发财 to you. Hey, Mr. Diz, good to know. Thank you. Okay, so we'll continue to debunk the Chinese New Year, guys. Give me a like if you can. Okay, so let me have some coffee first. Ooh, thank you for the likes, guys. So we're on the 4th day. The lychee, people don't want to give out the lychee. They are on the plane flying somewhere. And thank you, Mr. Diaz, you're awesome too. And people go off and no lychee, no 恭喜发财. Because usually when you go to the 恭喜发财, you would really save a lot. You can save, I mean, you would save at least $200-300 US from handing out lychees. You know, you basically, I mean, people come to you. You go to a restaurant, you know them and stuff like that, and they come to you and they say, "Hey, 恭喜发财." Like you can't really say like that because you know them well. Like you're a regular at that restaurant, so usually you would see the lychee in their pockets in the restaurants. So you know, get the hint. You know, give them a lychee. So that's the thing you got to do, guys. So and then we introduce you. This means folk have a good everything. You know, this good prosperous. And this is a Chinese New Year plan I set up for you guys to enjoy. And the little Chinese New Year lanterns. What do you think? Pretty cool. And I got a new webcam because my Mac, I'm using a Mac, and the thing is really blurry. Mine is a 2012 Mac Pro, and it's getting old, and the camera lighting and everything, it doesn't receive well. It's terrible. So I managed to get a webcam to do this live with you guys because you guys are awesome, and I somehow I like to do the live because I feel like you guys are here and you can ask me whatever questions. Mr. Kemi, Happy New Year. You guys are awesome. So before we go on, where's my stuff? Everything is just like running around and oh dear. Here we are. Okay. So let's take a look at this first. I would like see I have my Patreon here, and I was really feeling low. Can you guys see it? This is my Patreon, Brown Eye. So I have 5 people that are at my Patreon, and I would really thank you from my heart, because I feel that you guys are really awesome. So I would like to thank you, Pat Y, Helen Mann, S. Wong, Quinton Vanny, and my awesome friend, he's on the chat now, Sonny Mann, and Gaddis Gillies. Excuse me for my pronunciation. Grady Skillies. Sometimes, and I really appreciate you guys coming to my Patreon account, because I really want to build this account up, and I feel really good about it, because, oh dear, I don't know, did you guys join me on my previous chat? It was just a nightmare. I almost canceled everything. I said, oh, I'm not going to do the live. I have no mood and everything, because I'll be completely demonetized on YouTube. And even now, you guys want to give me a licey. There's no super chat, anything. Everything is demonetized. It's up S Creek, and I don't care, because you guys are awesome. And plus, YouTube are still running ads for my videos, but they're demonetized me. So I guess they're going to make the money for me, right? Aren't they nice? That's a bummer, but life goes on. I'm just reading some messages here. Oh, where am I? I'm in Hong Kong right now. I'm at my home, and this is the first time I've done a live at my home in Hong Kong, and I set up this like a Chinese New Year thing, and I'm still slowly learning how to do the live stream. And it's all new to me. And today I have a microphone, external microphone. I have a new webcam, and this one is good because it auto focus pretty well. Like if I have coffee like that, see, it focuses, and I hope it's pretty clear. And in Hong Kong, by the way, for internet, there's no Great Firewall. You don't need VPN in Hong Kong. Everything is free, like Facebook. Nothing is blocked in Hong Kong. It's just the same internet you would receive from the West. So this is the internet, and in Hong Kong, I have a service here, and it's the fiber optic that goes right to my apartment, and the speed is 1,000 meg per second. So it's pretty fast. Excuse me. Yep. So this is hello foreigner. Happy pig things. Happy piggy things. Yeah. So okay, let's continue our little story. So the 4th day, whoever goes to Southeast Asia or Asia. Oh, really? Lawrence posts. Hello. The stream is even good through at Oregon, Connecticut in the USA. Cool. Awesome. No, I'm not in behind the Golden Shield, the Golden Firewall. No, I'm not. I wanted to get, actually, I can even stream 4K if I want, but that camera is like 200 and something, the Brio Logitech. Yeah, that camera is really expensive. I can stream 4K, but it's just over my budget. It's just too much. And this Logitech camera, I don't know, guys, tell me, is it clear? Is it doing a good job? Here, I give you a thumbs up, you guys. Is it clear? Is it laggy or something? Let me know. And I'm gonna put the link on this camera, the description. Put the link for the camera under the description box. How's that? Yeah. And the thing is, I speak English, but sometimes I change to Chinglish. You know why that? Because you speak Mandarin, you speak Cantonese, and then suddenly you go to English, and you're just going along, and your tongue like just gets caught to me. Oh, good, awesome. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna put the link on this webcam, and hopefully it'll be good. And I'm running on Wi-Fi now. I'm not running on the direct LAN cable, so it's just on regular Wi-Fi, which is awesome. I think when I did the live stream in Canada, it wasn't even as fast, nearly as fast as right here at my home. I think at my home, you watch Netflix or whatever, it's never lagging and stuff like that. If you want to upload stuff and download, actually I don't know, some of my subscribers are from ATV China, and they did a documentary on northern China. Actually, they came to my place, they came to my home for a few days, editing and uploading all of their data to the servers. And there's no way they could do it in China. It would take them weeks, but just less than an hour, they just uploaded every single thing they wanted to upload. So they were hanging out at my at my apartment for all the behind the scenes work for ADV China. And those guys, they're awesome. I always keep in touch with them still now. They're awesome guys. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sometimes it gets choppy. Well, it's internet, right, guys? Okay. So let's not bore you guys. Let's continue to debunk this Chinese New Year thing. Okay. So the guys, obviously, I'm still here in Hong Kong. I'm not flying away to wherever, Southeast Asia. Usually people just go to Asia, just around the 3 hour flight maximum. People won't really go to North America, or sometimes they go to Australia, but North America is the time change, the jet lag, and that's really a killer. I tried going to, nowadays, I don't even go during Chinese New Year because the kids only get a week's holiday. It takes 2 days to get rid of your jet lag, and the whole day you just feel like bugged out. It's really bad, and you still got to drive, and you can't really rely on public transport because you'll be waiting so long, and it's going to be freezing cold at the bus station. So it's not a good experience. So usually, plus 1 week's holidays, they won't go out to we'll just go to China because we're just across the border. We can just walk, from Hong Kong. There's so many ways to get to China now. There are bridges, there are buses, there are cars, trains, anything you can, even bullet trains. The new bullet train is only open for a couple of months, and it takes like 12 minutes from the station from Hong Kong, 12 minutes to the center of Shenzhen. That's how long it takes to go to Shenzhen. It's really convenient. China is making Hong Kong really integrate to China. I don't know is it a good thing or not, okay? You guys give me a comment, okay? It's you gotta be politically correct, I guess, right? But Hong Kong people, let's talk a little bit about Hong Kong people. We love, like, Hong Kong people integrate really well with China because even before the British colony, everybody from Hong Kong came from China, right? So does that make sense to you guys? That's the motherland of the Hong Kong people. But local Hong Kong people, there isn't really much because they all immigrated from mainland China to Hong Kong. Same as in the modern days, Shenzhen is just a small little fishing village. The translation for Shenzhen is deep valley. So it's Shenzhen, and it's just like in the 80s. There's nothing. There's no high-rise skyscrapers or anything. It's just dirt roads and stuff like that. Do you guys see Shenzhen now? It's just unbelievable. Look how much things they put in the city planning and all that. It's even more buildings than Hong Kong now. It's crazy. The economy there is flying off. Okay, hey, Louis the Plumber. Hello, how are you doing? Okay, let's go on the fourth day. I don't want to bore you guys. Okay, the fourth day, everybody goes traveling. Yep, no more of that. Let's go one more. Jesse has a comment. Used to be pregnant mainlanders come to Hong Kong to have a baby, so they'll get the Hong Kong resident Hong Kong ID card. But nowadays, even though if your water bursts coming through the border, they'll send you back in the ambulance back to the border right away, and will just reject you right off. Before, because it was just really taking a strain on the Hong Kong healthcare and the school system, because it's especially the school system, it's government subsidized, and it's free. You don't have to pay anything. So when they come down and have the kid, that really puts a strain on the society. So you haven't there's no more of that. Before, they even have packages for mainlanders to come to have a baby, but now even the babies come out or something like that, they'll just straight back. That's the order from mainland China. So don't mess with mainland China when they make a rule. So they enforce that law pretty strong. Okay, let's go back to Chinese New Year, guys. Gong Li Fa Choi. Whoever's joining me now, have an awesome year, guys. Year of the pig. So people are eating a lot of pig now. Roast pork, the char siu BBQ pork is really awesome. You should try it when you're in Chinatown. Okay, so we decided to stay back. So we'll just hang back, sit down, relax. Kids can catch up with their homeworks. As my son, right now he's working. He has a part-time job, so might as well during this time he can work and earn more money. My daughter is learning to make cinnamon. You guys had cinnamon before? Those really, really sweet cinnamon. Oh my God, I can dig in. That what's that? The caramel that goes on top of it. I mean, the sugar level. I mean, if you have diabetes, I mean, you'll just flunk out right away. So much sugar, but I think the kids are young. They can still have that. All that sugary stuff. So they do that. They meet their friends. They go out, watch a movie, and stuff like that. Okay, and during the Chinese New Year, like I was in Shenzhen yesterday, so it's like the fifth day of Chinese New Year. And the thing is, I don't know, did you guys go to my Facebook? Or actually, it's joining my Patreon is totally optional, okay? But please, can I invite you just to come to my Patreon page? Because I do post public posts there too. And give me a like there. Give me some support. Just look at my boring pictures. I really appreciate it. Thank you, please. I just want to build up a little bit of audience. Okay, so I went there on the fourth day of Chinese New Year. I was hungry. Our family was hungry. Okay, let's go to eat. I mean, you walk down the street. It was so scary because everything is closed. Every single thing, even like 7-Eleven, 24/7 shops, they are closed. The supermarket is closed. The pharmacy is closed because in mainland China, there's no messing around. Everything is closed. I mean, 90% of the things are closed. And the restaurants we were used to eating were closed. And we were panicking. Oh, gee. I mean, can we get some instant noodle or something? So the after the panic, getting hungry, I got to feed my family, right? Me and my son, we got on the electric scooters. Did you see my electric scooter, fastest scooter? And we went going on a scooter, just going around our area, just going around and around on the electric e-scooters was cool. And there were hardly any cars on the road either. So we were, instead of on the sidewalks, we were just riding on the road because it's a lot smoother. So we were on the road, and we saw American fast food. So the McDonald's and the KFC was open, and the KFC I found was cinnamon. Oh my God, yeah, KFC to rescue. So you guys get on my Patreon page, you would see the picture, me and my scooter strapping like I think 5 Cokes on the scooter, and all the to-go boxes, the KFC on the other scooter, and that was how we got our dinner. And they have a app. It's called Meituan. It's really convenient. Let me show you since I'm just getting off topic, but this really forced us to get on the scooter. So this is Meituan, and this app actually is really convenient because we. So this is. Let me try to show you guys. Instead of boring you. Okay, so this is an app. It's called Meituan. Oh, good, it's focusing. So you guys can read Chinese. So this is what you can order from the app. So you can see you can order desserts, Western food, Chinese food, Indian food, or they can go to 7-Eleven for you. So they'll charge you like $1 service charge. Look, there's a good old McDonald's. Look, the KFC, yeah. And they'll just charge a little bit of a service fee. And they even have some local restaurants that serve hamburgers. Guys, can you see it? So not only McDonald's or KFC, they still have local restaurants that make hamburgers nowadays. Here, let's draw up. They have a Pizza Hut too. And this place, the Triangle, can you see this pizza? I don't like this place. You know why? They serve durian pizza. So when you go into this restaurant, you smell durian, and they put that in the pizza. I'm sorry, guys. I don't like durian. Here, focus, guys. Focus. So this is the app, okay? So this is called Meituan, and this works all over Hong Kong. So you see this yellow thing, the sign in Chinese. It just says the restaurant is closed. So till now, all these restaurants are closed, so you can't order anything. So that's really it's a sucky deal. So during Chinese New Year, even for Meituan, it's closed. So that was I was kind of panicking. So we went to the KFC with our electric scooters. So on the fourth day, we'll just hang out. We'll stay back and hang out. So today is today is a Sunday. So you guys are Saturday evening in North America. So the kids are working. The daughter's making cinnamon, and so we'll be really overwhelmed. So everything is closed. So that's why during Chinese New Year, I don't really go to Shenzhen or Beijing. We went to Beijing once, Shanghai, but every single thing is closed, and it's just not convenient if everything is closed, right? So I guess that's one of the reasons people do travel out of China to a different country. So at least the businesses will be closed. It will be just convenient for you. But nowadays, now in Hong Kong, still a lot of shops are still closed now, and they will officially open the coming Monday. Usually, yeah, and some even still will take another week off easily. So Chinese New Year is a big deal. I think it's one of the most celebrated festivals in the world. Like even the States, like the Christmas time, the New Year's time, you won't even get so much holidays. Even the factory workers, they get like at least a month. Some gets 2 months, but unfortunately, the trade war has been happening, and it's really affected the economies of China, Hong Kong, everywhere. And factory workers has been asked to go home as early as October, and until further notice. So they tell them to go home until the factories open again, because there's no point opening the factories because of all the heavy tariffs. And I did a video before. Yeah, cool, Jesse. You saw the picture on the scooter. Yeah, you guys come on to the Patreon account. Don't have to commit anything. Just join me, and I appreciate all the comments, and I try to answer all the comments as possible. This is a small channel, but you guys are just like a family, and you're so awesome. And you guys, during the really hard times, you really lifted up my spirit, because it was just the end of the world for me. And not for you guys supporting, giving me words of love, support, and especially coming to my Patreon account. I mean, I wouldn't have continued. I mean, who would want to do something that won't reward you at all, right? You did all this work, whole camera, everything, set up. Not mentioning buying all these equipment or anything. That's okay, but at least you get rewarded. I get 50 cents like a video. I don't even get 50 cents now. They took that right from me, so it's really ridiculous. Yeah. Anyways, I'll stop venting. Okay. So the Chinese New Year, and the thing is, on the first, let's go back from the fourth, the first 2 days, first 3 days, people park anywhere on the streets. I mean, they try to park orderly, but there's so many people visiting families, and there's no way you can park all these cars. So during the Chinese New Year first few days, the cops kind of turn their head or back, just don't see the cars, and they won't give you a ticket. And the tickets are like $50 US, but they don't really give you a ticket unless you stop in the middle of a bus stop or something stupid, right? So you'd be considered park on the side of the road and buy some candy or something to visit families. It's all right. So the first 3 days, you still get away with parking anywhere, okay? But consider it parking. Don't block anybody or something like that. That's another thing. When you're in Hong Kong during the Chinese New Year, you see these cars parked all over everywhere in the streets because there's no way to park. There's just two car park spaces, just like gold in Hong Kong. Okay. Hey, John. How are you? Happy Chinese New Year to you guys. Okay, let's go to the 5th day. So it just settles down. Everybody just do their own things, starting to, relax and stuff like that, and play Mahjong. Yeah, the other thing is, what do you do after the few days visiting friends and family? You start hanging out and play Mahjong. My wife actually, they play this Mahjong game. She started at 3. She started at 3 in the afternoon, and she finished like 1 in the morning. Isn't that good entertainment? And I, of course, took care of my kids. We went to eat at a local restaurant, and we had steak dinner. But actually, the steak dinner was reasonable. It's like a set. You get a sirloin and then steel plate. Do you guys think I should do a vlog on the local Western restaurants? I mean, with the Hong Kong Chinese culture mixed in, like fusion restaurant, and they were happy they had their steak dinner. And I was, hey, what's up? How are you doing? Kong Yi Fa Choi, my friend. You're awesome. Yeah, so I took them, but the line was like, we waited like for 30 minutes. Everybody's going out to eat dinner because the restaurants are starting to open. And the wifey came back and she just complained. They said there's 4 people who play on one table of Mahjong. So she had 2 tables. So there's 8 players playing Mahjong for the whole day. And they were upset. My wife woke me up last night. She was really mad. The wifey's guys, right? And you just have to put on the smile. Yes, hi, You know what I'm talking about. And my uncle, they told me, when you get married, you have the ring on your finger. Actually, the ring, when you get married, it starts to go on your neck. And every year it just kind of tightens, until you can't breathe. Yeah, it's a joke, okay? It's a joke. Don't take it seriously, guys. She was complaining because during this Chinese New Year time, when they had the Mahjong place, it's interesting. They go there and have Mahjong, and they have a little restaurant. They will serve food there too, so everything is inclusive. People would change your drinks. There's a bell. You say, "Oh, I'm hungry. Give me a sandwich. I'm thirsty. Refill my Chinese tea. Give me a beer, soft drink." It's just like a restaurant on call. Yeah, it was, and they charged them double price for everything because of the Chinese New Year. That's why the wifey was really not impressed, really upset. And they charged, like, for 8 people dinner, including the Mahjong. They charge, I think they charge like $600 US. But the food is just mediocre or something like that. But usually it's like 300 US, but they charge 600. So you guys have to get used to the Chinese New Year because they have to work during this period, and that really sucks. So now, so Chinese New Year, because so if you travel again, you would avoid all this kind of things. Ah, dear. So if you so let me tell you the things you don't do during Chinese New Year, so you people won't get upset at you and hate you, okay? And they'll remember that for a long time. Let me have a coffee. Okay, so never wear black, okay? And never say F you or, whatever, shithead or bad words. I mean, really, that when you say something that will really amplify, even a smaller amplify, when you see people just, you don't need to, you don't even need to say ni hao or something. Just say kung hei fa choi. That's your, it changes from Chinese. So during the Chinese New Year time, your hello, ni hao stuff goes away. Nobody says that anymore. They'll just say, hey, kung hei fa choi, kung hei fa choi. So you know what, by the way, you know what kung hei fa choi? It's like, I wish you to be prosperous. So it's all a money game. So I wish you to make more money, make more money, make more money. So everybody wants everybody to make more money. Yeah, I guess so. So don't say bad words to people, anybody, and don't wear black. Kung hei fa choi. Hi, Guan. How are you? Happy New Year. Yeah, and plus, people eat, and what you don't do is also be inconsiderate. The melon seeds you guys eat, and you just leave it on the table. So usually the deal is you have a jeans here. I don't know, you can see here, but one pocket you would have your watermelon seeds, okay, the brand new ones, and the other pocket you put the shells, the waste. So the whole day, basically the whole day, you'll be just eating the melon seeds and then just emptying on that. Don't just open and just put it on the table, because usually nobody's going to clean it up. So when you leave, they have to clean it up, and they know exactly where you're sitting, and all these melon seeds will be there, and it'll be annoying. You know why? Because it's the melons in your mouth and your saliva, and it becomes sticky and kind of gross, and people really in Hong Kong especially, they really get annoyed, and don't throw it on the street, So usually what I would do, like last year I ate so much watermelon seeds. It's just so addictive, guys. You should try it out. But when you get picked watermelon seeds, pick the larger ones. It's a little bit more money, but it's totally worth it, because when you bite it, crack it open, it opens. There's a clear opening. It snaps open. The small ones, it just breaks, and you can never get the seed out. So don't get the small one. Get the bigger one and eat the seeds, right? So be considerate to other people. And another thing is they have this tray with Chinese tray with all the foods inside. I'm in Hong Kong now. I just managed to get back, but I have to go back to Canada soon to see. Woodstuff. The melon seed is it's from a watermelon. Guys, why don't I give me a break for like 1 minute, and I'll show you this box, a typical traditional sweetie box. Okay, is it all right, guys? Don't leave me, please. Okay, I'm gonna bring that box and show you guys. Okay, just hold on a second. Okay, here I'm back, guys. Hope I didn't lose anybody. Okay, this is kind of small here. Here I am. Okay, so this is melon seeds, guys. So we'll keep this separate. Ta-da. And you have some gold coins. Can you see? The gold coins for good luck. And the watermelon seeds. So here it is. Focus. Okay, yeah. So this is the melon seeds you keep. This is standard. You would have this everywhere you go. Restaurants, families, friends, home. This is a must-have, okay? So we just keep it in this little container here. So I would attack this thing, but since I got a bad heartburn last year, I just kind of go easy on it. I can eat, during the night, I can eat the whole thing, And here is this box, traditional box. Here. So you put these like tangerines on top for good luck. And it has a swivel base. And this is it looks like kind of Japanese, but this is a traditional Chinese box. So this you usually put here, like good luck or whatever. And let's check it out, okay? I haven't opened it. You ready for it? Here we go. Oh, the lychee. Okay, so this is can you see? So you can see some peanuts. And this is like sesame nougat or something like that. Here. And this is a different watermelon seeds. These are the darker ones. Okay, so you still have all this. Let me stand up and show you. So, and some chocolates. Before I came back, I got some Godiva chocolates, look, from Costco again. Focus. Yeah, the Godiva. These are nice. So this is the traditional box you would have at home. So I'll have like a thing here, the plant, and then this would sit on, and the lychees, everything, and this is how it goes. Do you guys find that interesting? Yeah, they are. These actually are different. Here, let me get these seeds. The other one, the red ones and the traditional ones. So here is the eating on my live stream. You guys would just all fall asleep. So okay, so you guys saw the traditional things, and don't be greedy. When this when this box is here, you don't just empty it out, okay? Just be courteous and just pretend to I know you like it, but just take a few. Don't take it all, okay? And that's how it goes. So basically, Chinese New Year is this is how it works. And now kids actually, because they're international school, so Chinese New Year isn't really a priority in a way because it's international school. They would celebrate a lot more during the Christmas and the regular Chinese New Year. Okay, so basically, Chinese New Year is debunked. Oh, and another thing is, I don't really agree on this thing. Remember, everybody cleaned everything, and on the first day of Chinese New Year, you don't sweep the floor, you don't you don't throw away your trash. You have to wait until the second day. This is a really old tradition, and you don't wash your hair because if you throw away your trash, sweep the floor, wash your hair, take a shower or something like that, it means all your money, your wealth, everything would flush down the drain or be in the trash. So this is the thing I almost forgot telling you guys. Don't. I did take a shower though. I hope they forgive me, right? So that is the thing. So anyways, I think I'm going to end this live stream, and it was really awesome meeting you guys and during this Chinese New Year. And please, if you have a chance, get on my Patreon account. Just give me a like, or don't have to commit to anything, but always the support is really appreciated because you guys are awesome. And I'm going to end the live stream, and really thank you for joining me for this Chinese New Year special live stream. And I hope to see you guys soon. And I've launched a lot of videos. Thank you very much, Jesse. You're awesome. Yeah, I have because I pre-release all some of the videos I just do for my Patreon. So if you come to my Patreon account, you can see those videos. I posted a lot of videos, and some of them I will do for my YouTube. I'm kind of separating them more, yeah, so that's how it is. And you guys are late, and here we're in the afternoon. No, in the morning. What time is it now? It's 11 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning. So you guys, Saturday night, you guys, right? Take care, guys. So enjoy, relax, like, and share all your love, you guys, because I share my love with you guys, and you guys are awesome. Okay, so thank you for joining my live stream, and I really appreciate it. Goodbye, guys.